You want to create a good community, right? You might as well go to Nigeria. That one's even cheaper. It's even easier for you. Pack your Igbo people and go to Nigeria and go and create the community there. If you go to that one for there, it's better. Because now, if you want to create the Igbo community now, why would you want to create Igbo community whereby only Igbos are there in a different country? What's the point of being in Ghana?
Everywhere there is Igbo community, there is a king there. And the king of Igbo in Ghana, his name is His Majesty, His Royal Majesty Eze Dr. Ambassador Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu. That's him on your screen. Very fine man. Very fine Igbo man. I just say Igbo man to fine. The fine die. Yeah, that's him. And you know what fascinates me? I never knew he was married to a Ghanaian woman. Upon, doing research and all of that, I got to realize that His Royal Majesty Ihenetu is married to a Ghanaian woman. Director, if you can give us the image of Mr. and Mrs. Ihenetu. Yes, they control and they run the Igbo community right here in Ghana. That's them on your screens. One fine Ghanaian man. Go better for Nigeria. Go better for Ghana. And I ain't be this. He end up for marriage. Yes, he end up for marriage. And so the whole conversation that's going on with socials is that the king of Igbo in Ghana has the idea of building an Igbo kingdom right here in Ghana. There's a difference between a community and a kingdom. A community is, quite scattered. If you go to East Legon, there are Igbo people there. If you go to Nima, there are Igbo. If you go to Newtown, Accra, scattered all around. But a kingdom is where you put everybody together in a particular space. That's how a kingdom is being run. So the king of Igbo wants to build a kingdom. Allegedly, he has acquired some land, huge land, where he's planning to build the kingdom.
DJ Pop.
Indeo, how are you all doing now? How far? Unadeku. Yes, I learned that's how you say hello in Igbo language. Yeah, man. So, Indeo, I don't know how you respond, or let me see in the comment section if it's correct to. If it's not to, let me know. Let me see in the comment section. Of course. Welcome to your favorite channel, right? This your boy Diokpa PKB, aka Ikena Eze Balogu 1. If you see me for time, let me hear you say low budget Cubano. Yeah, man. And today I'm going to be talking about the Igbo people because there's some controversial conversations going on in the Ghanaian space. As me and you know, Igbo people like to do business a lot, and that is how come they are everywhere. They are in China, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Gambia, name it. There are Igbo people and there are Nigerians everywhere. Of course, we have Igbo people and an Igbo community in Ghana, and they do business here as well. And I'm aware that wherever there's an Igbo community, there's a king. So there's a king of Igbo in Ghana. Yes, there's a king of Igbo in Gambia. There's a king of Igbo in China. Everywhere there is Igbo community, there is a king there. And the king of Igbo in Ghana, his name is His Majesty, His Royal Majesty Eze Dr. Ambassador Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu. That's him on your screen. Very fine man. Very fine Igbo man. I just say Igbo man to fine. The fine die. Yeah, that's him. And you know what fascinates me? I never knew he was married to a Ghanaian woman. Upon, doing research and all of that, I got to realize that His Royal Majesty Ihenetu is married to a Ghanaian woman. Director, if you can give us the image of Mr. and Mrs. Ihenetu. Yes, they control and they run the Igbo community right here in Ghana. That's them on your screens. One fine Ghanaian man. Go better for Nigeria. Go better for Ghana. And I ain't be this. He end up for marriage. Yes, he end up for marriage. And so the whole conversation that's going on with socials is that the king of Igbo in Ghana has the idea of building an Igbo kingdom right here in Ghana. There's a difference between a community and a kingdom. A community is, quite scattered. If you go to East Legon, there are Igbo people there. If you go to Nima, there are Igbo. If you go to Newtown, Accra, scattered all around. But a kingdom is where you put everybody together in a particular space. That's how a kingdom is being run. So the king of Igbo wants to build a kingdom. Allegedly, he has acquired some land, huge land, where he's planning to build the kingdom. And of course, he would have to put it in front of, the authorities, or I mean the government, of course, because Ghana is a sovereign state. But Ghanaians are not taking it too cool or too likely, because they feel like, then if you want to start an Igbo kingdom here in Ghana, why don't you go back to Nigeria as well? Because already there's an Igbo kingdom in Nigeria already. So why would you want to start a kingdom here in Ghana? So Ghanaians are really not actually cool with it, because they believe it's a sovereign state. And so the community alone is enough for business to move, for Igbos to do whatever they want to do. But the kingdom in another country is quite extreme for them. I don't know what you think, though, guys. Join me in the comment section. What's your take on this? The king of Igbo thinking of running a kingdom in Ghana. I don't know what you think. Let me see you in the comment section. And so they are not taking it too lightly. I have this gentleman on TikTok. He's a very passionate Nigerian. He goes back and forth. He lives in Ghana too. He has something to say about this, right? Let's listen to him, and then I'll come back to give my 2 cents on this. Director Green.
They know if you find now. So today now, I want to talk about the Igbo king for Ghana. A lot of people don't tag me. People don't write essay. Who it is my DM? They tell me about all kinds of things. They educate me about the Ghanaian culture, the chieftaincy, and all those kind of things. I know say this is new to my Ghanaian brothers and sisters. But I want you to understand that the Igbo people always have a king wherever they go. We have a traditional king in Nigeria. We don't really there. We can't get any country they go. If you go China now, they get Igbo king for there. If you go South Africa, they get Igbo king for there. If you go America, they get Igbo king for there. You understand? And then they in charge of they look after the Igbo community, just like a chief. You see that kind of thing, right? But me, I don't get problem with that one, because the normal thing for them to get king, no problem. It's even good for them, But my problem now be say the agenda why I hear saying they push, it no make sense to me. It no make sense at all. Okay, now you did for Ghana, as a Igbo king. I can't hear say the thing go buy acres of land, allegedly acres of land somewhere. You want to create Igbo communities for there. Why would you want to create Igbo community in a different country? You understand? You want to create Igbo community, right? You might as well go to Nigeria. That one's even cheaper. It's even easier for you. Pack your Igbo people and go to Nigeria and go and create the community there. If you go to that one for there, it's better. Because now, if you go to create the Igbo community now, why would you want to create Igbo community whereby only Igbos are there in a different country? What's the point of being in Ghana? You might as well go back to Nigeria now. You might as well move those people to Nigeria. You have a point? So, that's my point on that. The Ghanaian people should know that, the Igbo king, no be Ghanaian king. That's different thing. You understand? You as a Ghanaian, you don't have to go and be worshipping Igwe. No. The king is meant for the Igbo people. It's not for Ghanaian people. You don't have to go and give him extreme respect like the Igbo people are giving. Of course, give him the due respect he deserves. And as long as he gives that same respect back, it's okay. But you don't have to go and table matter to him. No. You see how to table your matter to the Ghanaian authority, to the Ghanaian chiefs and kings and all of that, right? If they don't see that this matter will involve the Igbo people, if you can go call the Igbo king, say, okay, see what your people they do. You understand? That's what it's supposed to be. But regardless, the Igbo people always have a king wherever they go. It's normal to them. You understand? So me now, I'm not going to say they get Igbo king for Ghana safe. Because I got the one that say, the Igbo king there for Ghana.
Let's cut. Yes, thank you very much. The rest of the things he said there is not the reason why we are here on this episode. So that's the conversation for another time. Well, so that's a Nigerian man who lives in Ghana talking about the issue and sharing his 2 cents on it, right? For me, I believe that, we have foreigners here. And trust me, the foreigners who are here are also paying taxes. One, they are paying taxes, right? So automatically, they are adding to the growth of the Ghanaian economy. Because imagine the number of Igbo people here doing business and paying taxes, because they have shops, they have businesses, they do imports and exports, and they are adding up to the Ghanaian economic growth. And so they are part of the Ghanaian community now. The only thing is they have a Nigerian passport or they have a Nigerian birth certificate. But as we are all in Ghana now, it's for one cause, to have peace of mind, live within our means, and have a good life. That's the most ultimate. And so, I don't know, but I don't know what you think. People are asking questions, lots of questions. Why? Why? Is it necessary? Why? Why? Is it necessary to have a kingdom? Why do you want to have a kingdom? Is it necessary to have a kingdom? Those are the questions. And so I don't know what you think. Maybe you could give a few answers or your opinions to these questions that we are asking. Legit, your candid opinion. I'd really love to have that in the comment section. But for me, once you're adding to the growth of the economy of this country and you are living a good life, you are not doing anything that is illegal, I mean, it's fine. And staying in your small community is equally okay. But a kingdom, I can't say much. Because, I mean, we are all one people. We are all humans. We are all here. Same way, I could also go and live in Nigeria, and then they could call me King of Ghana. King of what? Fancy King in Nigeria. Or more, what are they talking now? King of what? I mean, I'll be fancy, right? Yeah, so King of Achimfu in Nigeria. More. I mean, but on a lighter side, Charlie, this one will be matter self, but anyhow, I don't know what you think. I'd love to know what you think in the comment section. Let me know. And so, guys, it's been exciting coming your way. This is your boy Diokpak PKB. As I inherit Nigerian name, self, if you know Diokpak PKB, aka Balogu, aka Na Eze One. See me for times. Low budget Cubano. Big shout out to Director Great for holding us down production. Yes, I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, it is adios.
This not the age to face reality, oh. Come on, this not the time to do the necessary, oh. Go, chigo dongo. This not the stage to unite. Unity not the key, yes, not the key. Plus 24, not the show. The J Paco Rich, not the man. 24, not the code, not the code. Oh. My Ghanaian brothers, Kokodi, Kokoko. My Ghanaian sisters, Kokodi.
DJ Paco Rich.